Sanagaib! Dune 3! Oh my God! Dune 3 dropped their trailer this morning. We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Now, you guys know, to me, Dune 2, oh my God, I got so excited about it. My watch even just gave me a warning. Oh, it turned off. I got so worked up talking about Dune 3's trailer. My watch just gave me a warning that my heart rate spiked up to 86.
That's amazing.
I'm like, oh my God. Guys, listen, Dune 2, I still believe, is the best movie of the last 10 years. I think it's the best film that we've had in the art of the last decade. You don't have to agree with me, and that's okay if you don't, but I do. It's just peak cinema. It is cinema. So I've been a little bit nervous, though, about Dune 3.
Right.
And John, why have you been nervous about Dune 3? The reason I'm nervous about Dune 3 is because I don't think Dune Messiah, the book, is very good.
I think that's the consensus.
I mean...
Generally.
Yeah.
As the series went on, not a lot of people made it through the end of that series.
Listen, there are 398 books in the Dune series. I might be off by a few, but there are a lot. And they got progressively worse as they went. And Dune Messiah they just do a number of things in Dune Messiah that I just, anyway. So I'm not a big fan of the story of Dune Messiah. But the one thing that I've kind of held out hope for is the fact that when you look at Dune 1 and 2, Denis Villeneuve took a lot of liberties.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he changed a lot. Like, he keeps the core of the story, but he makes a lot of changes. For those of you who've read the book, you know what I'm talking about, right? So my one big thing that I've been kind of holding out hope for is that as we go into Dune Part 3, and he's calling it Dune Part 3, he's not calling it Dune Messiah. As we move into Dune Part 3, we have a situation where Denis is going to take even more liberties to really make it the conclusion of his movies rather than stick to the book Dune Messiah.
Right.
And while I watched this trailer, guys, this trailer, I know we're only in March, so this isn't saying a lot, but I'll say it is the best trailer of the year so far. This trailer had the intensity, it had the passion, it focused on the characters we know and love. You get that conflict that we saw Paul was struggling with in Dune Part 2. It's like, I cannot go, because if I go, it's going to lead to a very dark place and very bad things are going to happen, but then he had to go. And then we see him continue with that struggle. There's this line, I'm paraphrasing it a little bit, his line, the harder I fight, the more my enemies fight back. Like, it's like just all that. And he says to his mother, goes, how did father deal with this? And the mom's, your father never started a war. It's like, ooh, sick burn. This, and then, oh my God. And then you got Paul Atreides' greatest hits as he's doing his version of Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
But he's singing out in Fremen language. Like, that was just awesome. And to hear the music and the score and the background and the scope of the visuals. And my warning just went off again. My heart rate's getting high. Oh my God.
We even got Batman Boy.
It's then, yeah, by the way, so my wife Anne's at work, and the minute this trailer drops, I'm watching it, and I'm picking up my phone to text my wife to let her know the Dune trailers. And as I'm texting her, my phone rings and it's her. She says, I just saw the Dune trailer. I'm like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And like, we were talking about it for a minute, and I said, what do you think about Robert Pattinson? So bring that picture up again.
Oh, shoot.
She's like, what do you think? Or just bring it up on my screen here.
Yeah.
What do you think about Robert Pattinson in it? She goes, I didn't think Robert Pattinson was in the trailer. I'm like, you didn't see him? She goes, is he the blonde guy? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I didn't even recognize him at first. I mean, look, trailers follow a certain pattern these days. They don't all, but for the most part, they follow a certain pattern. First trailers to a movie, just a little taste. give you a sense of tone. They don't really give you much. They don't tell you much. They don't show you much. They give you a sense of the tone. And this trailer does follow that. We don't get a lot of narrative.
Yeah.
We don't get, like what's going on with why is Duncan Idaho back there? Why is Lobo there all of a sudden? Why is Jason Momoa suddenly back? They don't go into any of that stuff. They just show you things, right? As a first trailer, whose only job was just to communicate tone and act as an announcement to the world, this was stunning.
God, nailed it. I cannot wait to see this in theaters. The trailer.
Oh, I cannot wait to see this on an IMAX screen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I went to go see Project Hail Mary again last night.
Uh-huh.
And my first time seeing it, there were no trailers of anything. Last night there were trailers, and I was kind of hoping they would pop up the Dune, but I knew Denis was doing his thing last night, so
I'm going to see it on Thursday, so I'm hoping I'm going to see Dune 3 and Spider-Man.
I guarantee you're going to see Spider-Man and Dune.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
By the way, I hate what Sony is doing tomorrow. Have you heard about this?
What's that?
I won't go into it in depth right now. We'll talk more about it tomorrow. But they're not dropping the trailer for Spider-Man tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
At least at first. Different outlets are going to get a segment of the trailer.
Stupid.
They're
like,
Sony,
Marvel did these little
doing?
vignettes. Let's do the same. No.
Yeah, this is more dumb than Chairwatch. Like, this is idiotic. It's a trailer. Drop it.
Just drop it.
And anyway.
Oh, by the way, Anya Taylor-Joy, I'm going to bring her up in this shot.
Oh, yes.
She looked amazing.
Oh, my God. She's absolutely one of the best actresses in the world right now.
Man.
She's one of the best actresses in the world right now.
And this shot with, like, it was almost like the Shogun right here. It was so cool.
Just so much, like, visceral action and war. And, like, this is the culmination. Like, Denis make no bones about it. This is the culmination. This is the climax of his Dune story.
Look at this shot. Come on. I was afraid this was going to be kind of boring, and now I'm like, dude, come on, let's go.
There's that one shot, too, where it's like a priestess standing at the top with this white
veil.
garbs, and the veil's all blowing in the wind. Like, it's...
The imagery is intense.
Visually delicious. Mm-hmm. Now, look, I don't know if Dune 3 will end up being as good as Dune 2. I don't know. The trailer's amazing. The posters have been great, by the way.
He's looking a little Sith there, all with blue eyes.
Well, if you know some of the things that happened in Dune Messiah, anyway, we'll brush over that. I'm hoping that Denis is going to make some changes there. But we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Factor. Hey guys, you know how it is. Between the daily live show, tracking the latest box office numbers, and planning our next movie meetup in the van, my schedule gets absolutely hectic. Now, somewhere between the first warm weekend and realizing short season is getting close, eating well stops just being optional. Factor is how we stop letting a busy schedule be our excuse. They provide fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs. I had their smoky Gouda mac and shredded beef after a long editing session last week on that Spider-Man Rights video I did, and it was amazing. So whether you're looking for calorie smart options or the new Muscle Pro collection, which is perfect if you're getting back into a workout routine, they have 100 rotating weekly meals to keep things fresh. And the best part? They are always fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes with zero prep and zero stress. I love it, and I think you will too. So head over to factormeals.com/Campea50off and use the code Campea50off to get 50% off and free breakfast for a year. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Make healthier eating easy with Factor. God Emperor Dune, God Emperor of Dune should be directed by Rebel Wilson. It's just visually delicious, and I don't know if it's going to be as good as Dune 2. But I will say this. If this movie is either on par with Dune 2, which I think is the best film of the last 10 years, or falls somewhere in between Dune Part 1, which was also great, and Dune Part 2, I'm going to say Dune is the greatest sci-fi trilogy of all time. Now, now, keep in mind, I don't qualify Star Wars as a sci-fi. Like, sci-fi is... Like, if you talk to Rob about sci-fi, sci-fi is more about philosophy imagining what futures can be, like all that kind of stuff. To me, Star Wars, I've come to the point that I believe Star Wars, I kind of for myself qualify Star Wars as a fantasy adventure.
It is. Because
Than
they never
anything
really
else?
explain how anything works. It just works. This is our
Yeah.
world. This is our...
Anything with lasers is not necessarily sci-fi.
Yeah.
Science fiction is like THX, right? Science fiction is like 2001. Science fiction is, that's, I don't know that I qualify, although I wouldn't argue with somebody who did qualify Star Wars as sci-fi. I more qualify it as fantasy adventure.
I do too.
Anyway, it's all just semantics. Who cares? But this is, if Dune 3 can come in somewhere in between Dune 1 and Dune 2, or heaven forbid, at the level of Dune 2, we now have 3 greatest trilogies of all time. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Dune.
100%.
Now, that's a big if. That's a tall ask and a big if for this to be on the level of Dune 2. That's a huge ask. Doesn't need to be. It doesn't have to be as good as Dune 2 to be amazing. But all I know, man, is this trailer, dude.
Yeah.
This trailer's phenomenal.
Speaking...
I watched it like 15 times this morning.
Yeah. Speaking of Anne, she has the Dune and Part 1 and 2 posters there. She needs to she needs to get a Dune Part 3. She's got to move the poster for Big, shift that down, and have 1, 2, and 3 going down the hallway. That'd be awesome.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find this. Oh yeah, I do. So if you want to know how much my wife loves Dune, this is this was us getting ready to go to. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. But yeah, this was us getting ready to go to see Dune 2. And this, she got her costume all together. And yes, she literally wore that to go see Dune 2.
That's funny.
When I remember when we were watching Dune 1, my wife knew nothing about Dune.
Yeah.
Right. And we watched Dune 1 and it ended. And then I turned to her and I said, I didn't know what she would think. And I'm like, so what did you think? I was hoping she liked it.
Yeah.
And she turned to me and she said, this is now my favorite movie of all time.
Step aside, Big.
Yep. It's Big. Tom Hanks is Big, which has been her favorite film of all time for most of her life. It's now off to the side. Dune became her favorite. And then Dune 2, she liked even more. So, she's going to pull out this cost. Or you know what? For Dune 3, she's probably going to go full Fremen.
Oh, yeah.
She's probably going to
cool.
go full Fremen.
Yeah.
For dressing up.
I'm
for the
seeing
next
this
one.
for sure. I had such a great experience seeing Part 2 at the Chinese theater. I'm seeing Part 3 there too.
That's a good theater to go see it in. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? The first trailer for Dune Part 3 has dropped, and it's a masterclass in trailer making, especially for a first trailer. I can't, probably not going to get another trailer for at least another 4 months, 4 or 5 months maybe, but it's coming. And the first one is amazing. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.